Hey, hey, hey. It is going
Hey.
to be the best night of your
Oh,
week,
is it?
best night of my week.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
oh, that's
This
cool.
is Killacon.
Yeah, I
I am
kept.
guest hosting with the wonderful Ken
Oh,
Lashley. You
oh, I
see
don't.
his hands, you know his talent,
Do you?
and I
Okay.
am super stoked to be here and talk to my good friend Ken. How you doing?
I'm very good, man. I appreciate it. This is like a pretty upscale from what I normally do. I mean, you guys are good hosts. You're a good host, but I mean, I can't deny my wife, and she's pretty good. So you have a lot to live up to, bro. So we'll
Yeah,
see what
man.
goes.
Hey,
But
hey,
she's good.
you get to choose your wife and you get to choose your friend. So I'm
Yeah,
honored to be in that
that's
section, and
true,
I'm
man. I
always
appreciate that.
ready to help.
Yeah.
Listen, I think all the help you've given to myself, all the support to not just
Uh-huh.
me, other comic stores, especially during this pandemic. So anytime your wife or your daughter or your family doesn't want to host, you know who to
Why not be
shout
trying to
out.
get? Well,
Representing with my lead killer
I
hat.
appreciate
I
that.
want to say,
I appreciate that. I'm not gonna throw them under the bus because that's not what she's going for a driver's test soon.
oh,
So she's out practicing, and I totally
nice.
forgot that I was doing this tonight. Because I've been had a lot of crazy week, and I've been kind of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this day," and I had so much crazy week. I got my vaccination last week, so I was a bit under the weather a little bit, but it feels good. So I said, "Oh, I got to do it tonight," because I put it off like 3 or 4 times already. So I know that I'm going to get in trouble if I don't honor the commitments that I've set forth. So
Right on, right
that's one of
on. I
those
know
things where I got to do
it's
it. So
it's tough to get everything going. Like everybody's going in so many directions. But
yeah,
let's say hello to some of the people here,
yeah,
guys.
man,
Just if you don't know me, my name's Andre Greenidge. I'm a good friend of Ken's,
yeah,
co-owner of Heroes World. You
yeah.
probably see the name in the feed. We're a comic book store coming up on our 20th anniversary.
Wow.
So very, very exciting. So let's give a shout out to some of the people here. I'm going to
Yeah.
be reading out your comments. So anything you want to say
Uh-oh.
to the
Just
main
be nice,
man,
be nice,
it'll be
be
coming
nice,
up.
killers. Be nice,
So let's
killers.
say, check this out. Ben, he says the hype is real. You know it. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna
friend
do
of
it.
the shop.
I was gonna
Jesse.
do a bigger one tonight. I think it was Ben. Ben was looking forward to doing one of his, but I looked at the schedule and his is too big. Yeah, he has a 2 page. He has a 2 pager. Oh, like a double. It's a beautiful one that he's gonna get. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a little smaller one for a guy whose birthday is coming up, and I said, well, I would do his, and his is Black Cat. So I think hopefully I can get this done in an hour, and then we can get it. We can get on to the next. Oh, it's getting a little blurry. If it gets a little blurry, let me know because I'm trying to do a bunch of different things here. So hopefully it'll work
Yeah,
out just fine.
it's looking good. So hey, we've got Grand Admiral here
Yeah, that's
on
cool.
Twitch. This he says, I'm liking it, sir. So yeah, so hopefully we're trying out something new. So hopefully
Hmm.
if you guys like it and Ken likes it, we'll be broadcasting it not only to Twitch, but we're going to be doing it on YouTube, and we're going to figure out how to get it onto the Lead Killer Facebook page as well. So hopefully you guys don't mind tagging in and joining us here. So again, hello to everybody. I'm going to put up some more of these comments. Anika Ito says, "Hey, hey." All right, so
I
lots of
love how she
cheers.
says that. She just goes, "Hey, hey." I'm not making no comments. I'm just saying, "Hey, hey." I love that. I love it. The killers are so funny. I just love how they're
Yeah.
just like, I got nothing to say. I'm just saying, "Hey, hey." I love it. I love it.
All right, another one from Marie Soleil. I hope I'm getting the
Oh,
names right.
that is my niece. She's always on there. She's
Oh,
always
hey Pam.
family. She's family. She's
Yeah,
real family. I got a lot of family in there tonight. This is kind of fun.
that's awesome. So we also got Dorothy. So since YouTube is
Man, we got
unfamiliar to me,
all the
but so
killers are in
glad
here.
to see you tonight. So it's
All
awesome.
the killers are in here tonight. You better watch out, man.
Yeah. Hey, we need to like
Hello,
can
Dorothy. Hello, Soleil.
so we need like maybe would a group of killers be called a pack? Could we
I
come up
don't
with
know what they would
something
call
like that?
themselves.
Like
I don't
so
know. That's a good question. I don't
yeah.
know what, like, even this whole the killer thing in the beginning. I never really talked about how I came up with the name, but it was actually a guy in my studio who actually was, man, Lashley, you're like the killer, man. You're like the killer. You kill people with these lead, man. You're the lead killer. And I thought it was hilarious. I thought, dude, that's ridiculous. But I thought it was kind of funny. So I created a Twitter handle like that, and I just said, I'll
Nice.
keep it. My mom hates it. She thinks it's awful because I have kill in my name, and she thinks it's just, why would you do that? It's just awful. But and for a few years, I kind of dropped it for a while. I just didn't like, I'm not going to use that. It's kind of strange. It's kind of weird. But as I get older, I kind of like it. You know what I mean? I kind of like it a little bit. I don't know. It makes me like a pen name. Only cool people have pen names, and I'm not that cool. But I think of myself as a little bit cool. So
you're a little bit cool, Ken. Come on.
Trying to. I have my moments. I got 4 or 5 moments a year.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, I think we've got a perfect segue. It's almost like we planned this. Ken, we got Dorothy saying, I planned my dinner around these events. Wouldn't miss it.
Oh, that's awesome. So you got to ask what we had for dinner. Like that's one of our things. Like what did you have for dinner? And Dorothy's always a gangster. Dorothy always has like sick food. I mean, so good, and it makes you feel bad about your choices. You know what I mean? Like you go, you know, there's a lot of people in my group who I'm not sure if they're telling the truth or not, but I don't care. I just think it's amazing with some of the food. Because, you know, I have like, you know, regular people food. These guys are, you know, this and croissant and do this, and you got to say it with an accent. It's pretty amazing.
So we got Lance. He's going with the classic hamburger and fries. Oh, Lance,
okay,
jealous. I'm a potato guy, man. I love them fries.
Oh yeah, that's what I had. I had fries today. I had fish and chips, but like homemade, so it was pretty good.
So Alex says he ordered Mexican. He had the enchiladas. Woo, jealous.
Ooh, that sounds good. See, these guys, I don't know. See, okay, that's good. I'll give him that one. That's pretty good.
Okay, your fam's up in the ante. Greek chicken salad, not regular chicken salad.
Oh, that's definitely. That's Soleil. That's her. Soleil is my niece, and she's the one who eats. You know those people that eat the. You know anybody who goes to a Chinese food restaurant and eats that seaweed salad? I don't know anybody who does that. You know anybody that does that?
I do not.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's what Soleil does. She eats a green salad. It's like watching the wildebeest. You're like just staring at it, like who eats that?
Yeah.
So good for her. So good.
So let's see what else we got. Let's see if we got some. We got? You're right. The Killa's got some good. Look at it. Salmon and cheesy broccoli. Like
I know they don't mess around, man. They don't mess around.
That's like healthy, and then cheese makes everything better. So you
salmon and cheesy broccoli here. I don't know how I feel about that. Is that like should I be happy for him, or should I say you ruined it because you were broccoli and you salmon, you're feeling healthy, and then you went with this cheesy part. But the cheesy part, I mean, it's always so good though. I mean, you can't deny it. It's so good. It's like croutons. Like I can't have a Caesar salad without croutons. I feel like
you know what? You can't almost have any salad without croutons, man. Sometimes croutons are the best part of salad. So,
that's kind of true.
Listen, Robert, this is a man after my own heart. I was coming home late from work, and all I wanted was a grilled cheese sandwich. But listen to this: grilled cheese with King's Hawaiian rolls and Havarti cheese. Oh. Robert, you just upped the game. I haven't even thought of Havarti on a grilled cheese, man.
Yeah, you don't mess around.
This is a pleasure to see some of these choices. Look at this, man.
I know these guys don't joke around. They make you feel bad about your choices. Honestly, you feel like you get up and you go, "Oh, I only had a steak for dinner." You know?
You'd be like, "Yo, I barbecued," and then it's not comparing to this. Look at this.
Barbecue. I don't. Let's be honest. Like barbecue, anything is better than non-barbecue anything. Let's be honest. If you have like a barbecue hot dog, hot dogs are hot dogs. But if you have a barbecue hot dog, it's a whole different hot.
True that. Look at this fried chicken sandwich and a salad. Listen, you killers, you're eating healthy, you're staying smart. I'm loving it. This is really a good crew. Oh, my boy, good friend of the shop. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? He says his wife loves the seaweed salad. Hopefully she eats your portion, so you just give it to her and she's happy because I don't know too many people who are jamming on that.
I know what. Yeah, first time we took her to sushi and she ate it. I just stared at her like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you eating here?" She's like, "Let's see if this comes in. If I get a little, yeah, that's better. Okay." I don't know what's going on with my my autofocus. I think it's unfortunately, it's my hand of color that throws off the balance here sometimes. But we'll see how it goes.
You know what? I think you're exactly right. I think it's the contrast between the page. But the cool thing about just watching, I think people are just mesmerized by the technique. You move from spot to spot on that page, and we see the drawing coming to life and the different layers and the markers and stuff like that. Like I had no idea that's where her hand was until you started outlining those fingers. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
damn, it's like boom, it's just popping up, right? So
Yeah, I've done a few drawings in my life. I've done a few. They're not all great, but I've done a few. Let's see.
all right. So
Move forward with this one.
let's see what else the killers are excited about and stuff. We've
I got some
got
questions
so
now. Yeah.
much new things coming out down the pipe. We're almost into for all of the you guys in the United States, you guys can go out and see movies, right? Like your
Yeah.
theaters are open. We're Ken and I are in Ontario. It's almost like they're locking us down. But who's excited for what movies? What is the first movie you are going to be checking out now that you're well, maybe not now, but your theaters have been free
Can I
for
answer
a
it?
while.
Can I answer what I'm going to see?
Yes, sir.
I want to see Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I want to see Demon Slayer, the biggest animated movie of all time. Just
Oh
about.
yes, yes.
Yeah, man. I
That would
want to
look
see it.
sick in the theater, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's like that's what I want to see. I would definitely want to do that. My daughter is so mad right now because she can't see. You know, Demon Slayer is out in the States, I think, and
Yep.
yeah, we can't see it here. So she's like, "This sucks. This stinks. This is terrible." Right? So
Yeah, for me, I'm a little bit hesitant for the theater, but one of my favorite movies and favorite movie franchises is coming out, and that's Fast 9. I've seen all of them in the theater from Fast 3 and up. So I don't, man, if it comes out, I think I got to support. You know, I think I got to go.
yeah,
But
dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I see that trailer, I think these are superhero movies.
They are, bro. They are. They assemble their Avengers, man. So yeah, let's look at Ben. He's excited for John Wick next May. So hopefully we'll all be better
John Wick
by then. You know, so that would be sick. My boy and partner in crime, he's got Army of the Dead. That's the new Zack Snyder flick, and that's on Netflix, but I think it's in the theater too. So if you guys are in the States, you can support that. And hey, listen, let's talk a little bit about support. Zack Snyder gave us that Justice League cut, and rumor has it he didn't get paid for that. And there's a lot of interesting press coming out. So if you guys are in the States, you could maybe support that effort by supporting this flick. You know, maybe if you are so inclined, go to that theater and check it out. Because hey, listen, if there's a guy who's a fan of what Ken and others like him and comic book creators are doing, it's Zack.
Well, I mean,
so
that's pretty amazing thing to say because I'm also friends with Zack Snyder's. He has a production guy who does all his animation supervisor. His name is John Desjardins, and he's he's a friend of mine. Like we were friends working on a project together. I kind of dropped the ball a little bit because I got really busy, but like we're friends. Like so he's done a lot of movies. A lot of movies you have seen, like X-Men, and he did everything Zack Snyder does. He does special effects for. So it's like you're helping family to me, to be honest with you. So it's kind of cool to know a guy who works on that stuff. You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing. And he did a great job. I mean, I watched it. It was exciting. I mean, I admit, I watched the first one and I was kind of like, oh, okay, and then you watch this one and it didn't seem that long. It didn't seem as long as maybe I thought it was going to be. Like it didn't feel like it was taking forever.
Some movies to it.
Yeah, there's some movies that you watch it and you go, oh god, this is taking forever, right? And I didn't feel that way at all. So
well, I think also too we were just kind of excited to see it, right? So look at this movie. I too definitely want to check out. This is B. Van Filet. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. Hell yeah, I like to watch that guy kick butt in everything. This guy seriously underrated actor. But hey, he sticks to his wheelhouse, but entertaining as always. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy that if you get a chance to go and check that right in the theater. So yes, look at this. We got a Robert again. Shang-Chi and the Eternals. Woo, I think those are in November, right? Or not both, but I think Shang-Chi's in November, and we've got local Canadian and Torontonian Simu Liu as Shang-Chi. So man, that's super exciting for us. Always cool to have a Canadian connection to the big MCU flicks, and our good friend Fraser, Black Widow. So yeah, lots of Marvel love still. The MCU is still firing on all cylinders, right? So that's pretty cool. A lot of people in the comments are looking forward to Black Widow and stuff, and
man.
So
kind of cool. I'm just doing a cover right now for the Red Guard, and it's kind of cool, like doing that character, and it's just kind of neat. You know, it's kind of neat. It's sending me some movie reference stuff. It's kind of neat. So.
Well, I think that's kind of what's cool. Unfortunately, with Black Widow, it's been delayed so many times, but I think we're going to see some characters get the spotlight shined on them, like the Red Guard. I think people are going to learn about him. Taskmaster, even though he's a staple for all us comic fans, I don't think a lot of the movie going audience will know, and I think that's going to shine some light on him. Very interesting character, right? So I think yeah, we're going to see some love for some underrepresented Marvel guys, some people who have been used in a while. So that's wicked, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
So yeah. So anyways, movies. There's tons of TV coming out too. I don't know about. Well, I know Ken is probably watching it because me and him are Star Wars fans. How are you digging the Bad Batch so far?
All right, so I didn't watch it when it first came out because I was like, I didn't really like when they first appeared on. I was like, whatever, right? It was pretty cool, whatever. But I did watch it, and I'm in.
Yeah,
because of how it started, I was like, oh, okay. It was pretty slick. It was like how it got right in there, and I was like, oh, this is sick. But I wasn't at first. I admit it. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, I was on from the get. I was not. I definitely, but it was good to watch it in when it was all together. Like I watched the first 2 episodes like back to back, right? So.
Well, I think they did something really cool. They gave us that extra long episode. Hopefully, you guys have watched it out there. Maybe tell us who your favorite member of the Bad Batch is, or who would you like to see Ken draw as Bad Batch. I kind of want to see Ken do a crosshair, man, because that guy's evil, man. I think you could draw pretty mean. Like he just got the scowl and the toothpick, man. I would really love to see a rendition on that. But
I definitely think something bad's gonna happen though. I just got some bad feelings about that show. Like just bad feelings, you know what I mean?
Well, last week's episode on Friday, that was an eye opener. So it was pretty crazy. Okay, so hey, back to Anita. We're still on some of this movie talk. All right, Anita says she can't wait for A Quiet Place 2, and then she's got a laughing face beside it. I don't want to speak because Anika, sorry, I don't know you, but I found that first movie to leave a lot wanting. So I don't know if I'm down for seeing this sequel. So if you're serious, comment again. Yeah, man.
You didn't like the first one as much?
You know what? I didn't see it in the theater, so maybe it was an atmosphere thing. But I watched it, and I really felt that it was really asking me to stretch my my level of disbelief in it. And it's just
wow. You want to comic book stuff for crying out loud, bro?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why it was so hard. I'm like, yo,
everything we do is.
Everything we do, but they were almost asking too much. I'm like, yo, if these creatures can kill a raccoon by moving, you can't do anything, man. Like that thing's gonna get you from anywhere. So I just thought it was a little bit
oh shoot.
So maybe the second one, but great cast. I'm not knocking it for the cast or anything. It's just so we'll see. We'll see if we get to that. But hey, Jonathan says his favorite character is Wrecker, and Jonathan, you want Ken to draw Wrecker as well? Is that would that be your pick? I guess it's Wrecker for sure. So I think that would be.
I just thought it was pretty cool in general. Like I wasn't really into it, but I have some theories about who I think that person is, that the fifth member.
Yep.
I got some rumors. I got some ideas that I think it is, and why I know that. I don't know. I just have my ideas. I don't want to ruin it because if you haven't seen it yet, but
and sometimes dropping a hint, you never know. Yeah. You don't want to put people in, but yeah. Listen, we got a couple guys loving Wrecker for sure. Another vote for Wrecker. Somebody Van Fleet says tech. He's also a computer guy, so that's
cool. Yeah. So of course you would like tech. That's kind of funny.
So yeah, it's pretty damn interesting. Okay, hey Scott, how you doing, buddy? Scott McCarty says he's looking forward to the new Bond movie. Is that simply just called Bond 25, or does it have a subtext name? But yeah, hopefully that movie comes out. That movie's done. It's been ready to come out, and we don't have a date for that. So man, I hope we don't stop all these movies in the same month, because that will suck. How many times can we go?
Every day. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I remember I wasn't a big Bond guy, but one of the guys in the studio, he was. And I kind of hanging out with him, for years, you kind of get, oh yeah, it's not so bad. But I was never really into it. I was never. I thought it was like farcical. I thought this is ridiculous. I don't know why I thought that was more ridiculous than the superheroes that I would love. I don't know why, but I just really never got into Bond that much. But as I got older, I got into it more, and now it's like it's I love it. It's part of the thing.
All right,
I love it.
Good friend of the store. He's got a new YouTube channel up. It's called The 905. Hey, Rob Gadet. He's really been helping out my store and myself and John, my business partner, doing our podcasts every Sunday. So he has corrected me or given me the answer. It is James Bond. It's No Time to Die. So that's kind of a cool name, especially if it's going to be Daniel Craig's last one that's got the rumors. So thank you, Rob. And if anybody wants to check out his fun channel, it is the same as his name, the 905. So yeah, lots of comic book content and good stuff. So
it's cool.
Yeah. So yeah. Listen, there's so much stuff coming out down the pipe, and
yes, it is.
There's even a ton of like really, really cool things going on in comic land. Ken's got that wicked cover coming out. I
got a few things going on. I got I'm doing a few covers. I'm doing a cover for, let me think of what I can talk about. I'm doing a cover for Miles Morales coming up. I'm doing a cover for Venom. I'm doing a cover for, let's see what else I got. I got a cover for like the red hood thing the Red Guard we talked about. I am doing a cover for, well, I don't know if I can say that one just yet, but I've got a few things going on. So it's pretty fun.
That is awesome. So
good every day to have a different sort of cover from a different company.
And then of course you get to do a lot of your filling in the sketches for people and commissions. So you're drawing everybody or well, not everybody, but tons of people. And so like I said, that cover, I really dug it that you revealed on your page. The
Nice House at the Lake, the DC
that was crazy. I think it's we see your superhero work so often, but to see that kind of as a would we say more of a horror or a little bit?
It was horror. It was kind of cool. It was just it was horror for sure. And it was a fun thing to do. I'm also doing Power Rangers cover.
Ooh, Power Rangers, nice for Boom, right?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So that one's going to be really slick. I've never done that before, so they gave me an opportunity to. They said, "Hey, which one what cover do you want to do here?" And I was like, and they gave me a list of things that are available, and I was like, I'll do the Power Rangers one because I've never done Power Rangers, so it was kind of cool.
Nice. So, hey, back to everybody. Listen, thank you so much for joining us in this Killacon. We are trying something new, so there might be a couple of hiccups down the road. I'm seeing some comments from the guys that are in the Twitch stream. I think most of the comments are coming in from YouTube, but Ken and myself, we get to see all those comments and we can respond. So if you are on Twitch and you want to shout out to us, Ken will see them through me, and I'm seeing them, and people can comment through on YouTube that are there as well. So that's anything, and hopefully we'll get to do more of these and iron out the kinks as we go. But hey, let's face it, we're really here to see the big man draw, and look at what he's putting Felicia up to life right before our very eyes. So hey, we've got a pretty. Alex is asking a question here, and I know you've talked a lot about this, Ken, on your Killa page. How are the convention plans looking?
Man, it's okay. I've been wrestling with this, man, for at least I don't know. I would say probably like about a month. Where I've been, I was, I'm not gonna do any shows, and then New York reached out to me, and they want to bring me on as a featured guest, and and make it real simple for me. Basically just get up in the morning and take my paperwork to the airport, and then car services and the whole bit, and you just got to show up. So they're making it real simple, right? And it's tough because you want to be safe and you want to do it also, but you also want to. You haven't been. Like, I figure if I don't go to these shows this summer or in the fall, that would be like 2 years that I haven't been on a show. And I was like, you don't think about that stuff, but it's 2 years. It's 2 years. That's a long time, right? and you've done so much work that's fun, but you also got to be mindful of your life and what's out there. So part of me is super excited about going to New York City. I'm probably going to go to East Emerald City as well, and London, England. Like those are the ones that I said I would go to. And I don't know. Like so far, God willing, and cross your fingers. That's what I hope to do. But
All right. Well, Ken, one of your fans here says it's D Biganoush. I can't pronounce that. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it. Ken, he says, can't wait to see you in New York in October. So
that's David.
There. So that's awesome. And I hear you, man. Like even as a store owner and stuff, I don't even know when the right time is to sign back up to do these conventions. Yep. Are people going to come out? Are the safety measures in play? So hopefully, by the time something comes around, we will know
works out
and stuff. Because hey, let's face it, this is your livelihood. Like part of that is you're reaching out, and I know you enjoy so much in the interaction with your fans, but you also get to meet with the people that you have connections with in the industry and stuff. Mm-hmm. Lots of things happen and are announced at cons, and you get to meet people face to face, and that's a big part of it.
It's a huge part of it.
Hopefully, we see a light at the end of this COVID tunnel, and I'm so happy about what's going on in the States. Most of you guys got your double vaccinations. If you don't and you're here, please get it. Let's get this world back. And or if not, send some of that vaccine up to Canada. so we can get double vaxxed up here. We're having a little bit of a rough show at it. Lance Stewart says, hopefully you will get back near Texas again soon, the big star state.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, I think so. I think all that stuff is going to happen. Like all that's going to happen. But it's sort of one of those things where you got to pick and choose. Even that is like there's so much competition now for that time of year. Now it's like everyone's like, hey, the show might be on in September. Come on to mine. So it's like, okay, right? You just got to pick and choose. That's really what it comes down to. Like every night I go down and I say to my wife, hey, you ever been here before? What about this? And she's like, the first thing we do is check the protocols and can we physically go to that show? Do you know what I mean? And then off you go, right? So you make your decisions. But I'm super excited about going, and I can't wait to get back out there and see people again and have some fun and and talk about other than the COVID and just hang out with people, and go have some lunch and dinners with people and just be fun.
Yeah, man. Like I got to tell you, the one thing I miss so much is in my store is just talking shop, and having customers in. This is, like you said, Ken. This has been. It feels like 2 years, man. But it's literally, when people come to the door and they got to stand at the front door and say, I'm picking up order number whatever. It's not the same because we're not talking. I'm not saying, yo, did you read the new issue of Batman? Did you see? You're not getting that. Dialogue and stuff. So we've been podcasting every Sunday and stuff, and you're talking shop. It's not the same. I love comics. I love almost everything pop culture, and my store being a hub for that is just, you just totally miss out on that. Like it's the social aspect of my job is huge. So
I mean, that's why I'm the same way. That's what Killacons. That's how they were born. They were born because I was like, this is like me going to a show.
No, for real. And you know what? I'm going to speak a little bit, but hopefully, guys, let's get your feedback. Like, how much and how exciting has this been on Ken's journey to bring us these Killacons and see his art and interact, even in this little form of watching on our screens and typing messages? It has been a huge part, I think, of just making us feel good. So I want to thank you, Ken, for doing it and part of a couple of them. And
dude, all right, that's amazing that you say that. I mean, because it's like there are times where I think I'm just kind of like, I feel like as if I'm burdening everybody by forcing them to watch me draw. Like, okay, here we go. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think about that. I think, I have deadlines. I got things to do, and there are times where I have monster deadlines, and I just say, well, I made a promise to do this. Like tonight, I have deadlines, but it doesn't. I mean, the deadlines will be there when I'm done, right? So
yeah, and
I've got to honor the commitment, and I really appreciate it. And I love this stuff. And there are people that are waiting for their artwork, and this person's waiting for this sketch, and I got to get it done. Like I just got to get it done, right? So you can't keep saying things. You can't say that things are important to you and then not come
and then not do it. Yeah, like look at this comment. He says love watching you work, talking every week. It's my escape from reality. And I think that's it. Listen to this other one. This is Dorothy, and she said Killacon's seriously been a bright light and sometimes a pretty lousy week. So I think Ken,
I'm with you on that. Dorothy's gonna make me cry.
No,
dude, I love that. I mean, it's powerful stuff.
You know, think about like I think of what you're doing, and I haven't seen many other artists do it as frequently as you. There are some that have constant Twitch streams and stuff like that, but you know, you come out, you're showing us your covers, and people get excited watching you work on their pieces, and then the pieces that you auction off, you give everybody a chance to have that convention feeling when they know they can't go anywhere. So I think, just it's that super duper, like don't let anybody tell you otherwise, so
I know, sorry to cut you off. I know I shouldn't. I know a lot of people in my group know this, and I don't know how many people outside, but my mom is not well, and she has dementia, and it's been trying sometimes, been tough, you know what I mean? And so I'm an only child, and I have to be a lot of things, right? I have to be a lot of things to my parents. So it's tough, because she doesn't really know what's going on sometimes. So I get a lot of phone calls about why haven't you been over? And she's living in Saga, hotspot, and all of it. And a lot of people in my group have been really compassionate about that with me, and they know how hard it's been for me. So they reach out, and it's been a blessing and a godsend to have a group full of people that care about what you're doing and what's happening, what's going on with you. You know what I mean? It's powerful stuff, and I don't think people realize how powerful it is. You know what I mean? And even though they think, oh, again, you're doing these Killacons and they're cool, but you guys have helped me out as much as I've done anything for you guys have done for me as well, right? So, I think I try to tell that to people, that they may not hear it because it seems like, oh, how can that be? But but it's sometimes it's an escape for me too. It's an escape for, I get the chance to just draw, and and it's just been great. It's been a great experience.
I think it's you hit the nail on the head. I think it's definitely that two-way street. And what's that saying is like you give to receive, and you're giving out of yourself and your talent and letting us escape, and your fans and stuff are doing the same. And I really think that that's important, because it shows we're the same and we're all connected. And I think sometimes that gets lost. And I know for myself, I feel that fortunate all the time with my store, because what I love, people also love, and they come in and they get to talk to me about it. So that, definitely, I think there's a reciprocity there and stuff, and it's super, super cool. So we got Garth saying, hey, this is his first Killacon and he's enjoying it. So thanks for tuning in, Garth. Hopefully you like Ken's Killacon page on Facebook, or follow him, so it'd be super, super cool. You see all this stuff and get the notifications for when there's more Killacons are coming. And
try to do once a week.
For some of those people, if you don't mind, Ken, I'm just gonna give Heroes World a little plug. If you guys are checking this out on YouTube, if you want, check out my store YouTube channel. We are definitely we just hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers a little while ago. We've been doing weekly podcasts for about a year. They're a lot of fun, lots of different things. And my partner John Ho, he's in the audience there. He's been really killing it, doing trailer reactions, doing all kinds of stuff, fun stuff on Monday nights. So if you want, give it a check out. Let us know what you think. We're always trying to add what people want and stuff. So if you like comic book contents, or you just want to support our store in any which way you can check out that channel. And there's lots of great videos of when Ken crashed free comic book day at my shop, and we had a ton of fun. Man, that was already 2 years ago. Was it 2 years? Yeah, man, two years ago already. 2019, right? Man, crazy. So wicked fun that was and stuff. So yeah, man, we got to all help each other, and we've got to all make sure that during this time we are doing what we still enjoy and love. And I gotta say right now, loving this black cat. So let's talk a little bit about
Wow,
the
what you
black
got?
cat.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we know it's Felicia Hardy, right? We know she's a master thief. We know her weapon of choice is the whip, and we know she dated Peter Parker, had a little crush on the Spider-Man, right? So while you guys out in who are watching this, who wins? Who's the better thief? Are we going to give it to Catwoman, Selena Kyle, or are we going to give it to Felicia Hardy?
Oh, you can't. You better not start that.
Oh, I'm starting it. It's out there, man. This is.
I don't know.
Who's
okay? Who's got the better costume?
Who's got the better? Oh, well, now wait. Now you gotta determine which costume we're looking at, because I think the Catwoman classic purple from back in the Jim Ballant days, man.
No way. You're fired. No way,
dude. That was simple. It was simple. Just boom, purple, man. Come on.
I love you, bro, but there's no way that suit even holds a candle to anything. That come on now. I love you, bro.
I'm not saying it's the best costume. I'm just saying there was something just simple about that costume. So we got
love you, bro, but no.
We got Felicia here. We got another black cat. All right, man, there's a lot of Felicia love in here, right?
I'm telling you, man. Well, it's also I'm drawing her, so it'd be a little bit. You know what I mean? It's going to be hard for them to say, oh, the other black cat is better. But then again, I do got some other ones there.
Some killer Catwoman too, though. So I don't think it'd be anybody playing favorites, right?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's hard to go against. When you see someone drawing one.
That's true.
It's hard to say. Like you can't be watching Star Wars and say, hey, so is Star Trek better? You go, no, man. You just can't help it, right? You're in, right? That's
well, my boy Scott McCarthy's like, Andre might actually be right. That was pretty sweet. So come on.
I can't trust Scott. You can't trust Scott. You can't.
Scott's a fun guy, man.
Scott's good people.
He's always stirring it up. So
he's a troublemaker. That's what I like.
We got Grand Admiral Burtis using the Grand Admiral Thrawn. Love it, Star Wars. He says Selena for the win too. So all right.
Okay, all right. Cool. I'm not saying it's. I think Selena's her classic goggles costume is probably one of the best costumes in comics. I just love it. It's super classy. I love it. But there are some ones that are a little bit. I just love it. Depending on what I'm drawing, it's a much more fun. This costume is much more fun to draw. For sure. As an artist, it's more fun. I'm not saying it's better. I just think it's more fun to draw.
Well, there's more to it, right?
Yeah, it's just it's just cool.
Well, I think it's also got it's got way more elements and stuff, and it is kind of fire there. You've got, but you know what? It's also just the look of Felicia with the big hair and she's got like a kind of an over the topness to her that's unmistakable. When it's the black cat, so love it. Love it.
Pretty slick.
So wasn't there talk of I think there was rumors of a Sony movie they were going to try and spin out a Black Cat and Silver Sable.
That makes sense.
Movies out there out of the Venom and the Carnage there are
a lot of things. There are a lot of things that we're trying to be spun out of. Oh, this is what I just finished doing one of these. Ooh, this is a new one.
Marks, look at that.
Yeah, I got about 20 left to go.
Nice.
About 20 or so. Just getting there. But there's lots of rumors, a lot of different things, of stuff coming out. This pen is the black is just absorbing the ink out of this pen. So this pen is going to be retired. It just gets sometimes you do things and it just goes, nope. So I'm gonna use real paint for this.
Nice.
Because it's I use a paintbrush stuff. It gives me a real dark opaque.
Ken, we got a funny story here. This is my friend Rob. He's like, hey Ken, if you remember me from Fan Expo 5 years ago, I was gonna buy one of your boxes. My son, who was 6, said, I'm gonna tell mom. And then some guy snatched the box away from my hands. He says that was the worst thing.
That is a horrible story. But probably saved your marriage. So there you go. There you go.
Hey, you gotta thank Noah, dude,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you would have been, enjoying that couch life, and you might still be on it for 5 years. You never know.
Yeah,
So
you just never know, man. You know, you just never know. So I'm just I love that story. That's a great story.
that's wicked. Oh, look at this. Oh man, let me just watch you with the brush, man. Ooh, man. So Ken, I know
Yeah.
you build Gundams and stuff too. Do you ever get to paint those
I,
too?
I never get I've never got a chance to do that. I actually bought another Gundam because I lost the instruction on the first one.
Oh no.
That's what happens. You just go, oh, okay, I lost instructions. So, by the way, I mean, it's good to have more than just have a couple. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's just coming together, coming together.
what
We
I
got
do,
another
man.
comment from Lance. I like this one. Be honest, man. Your idea of retiring a pen is just putting it back in the box with the other ones.
That's fair. That's legit fair. It's almost like these guys know exactly what I'm the kind of person that goes, oh, I'll use it for something. I don't know what I'm thinking when to use it for. It makes no sense. I should just,
But you just don't want to part with it. Just don't want to part.
I don't know why I don't want to part with it. It just makes no sense. Just get rid of it, But I have a whole, like my daughter, she has a whole life where she decided to, well, I'm gonna clean his office because my office is a hot mess. So she decided I'm gonna organize your pens. So I said, okay, cool, And I said I'll give her $50 for every bin that she does because there's lots of bins, and she made enough. She made enough to buy a computer. Like no joke, she bought a computer with the money. So I was like, dude, and I should have probably done a little bit more thought process about how many bins there are before I made that deal. But still,
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, hey, at least that's showing a little bit of drive and a little bit of initiative and stuff. So that's super
Sure.
cool.
Is that what you say? Sure. Sure, that's what you call it,
right? But so any of the our listeners, our killers here in the audience, let's talk a little bit about comics that are on the shelves right now. Comment in there on what you're reading or what you're collecting. Some people do collect for
what you're ordering,
and stuff, and let us know what you're reading and stuff. And then also maybe we'll poke and prod the main man here and say, what would be your dream project for Ken to work on? Like, what would you want to see Ken draw if he was going to do a actual 22-page comic book? So I know that's two questions there, but give you some time to think, what you're reading now and what would you like Ken to, just be like, hey, this is his time. I want Ken to do boom, 22 pages, not just the cover, or hey, if you want to go long and say a series, yeah, why not? Well, some people
how about I give up some suggestions what I would like to draw.
For sure, definitely. It's your show, man.
I don't really have. It's weird because I don't really think I have a bunch of things that I really want to draw. Like I went through a time where I really wanted to draw Silver Surfer. Then there was a time I really wanted, like there was a years I thought, well, someday I'm going to draw X-Men, but I'll never get that chance. And I got
you got it.
And then I was like, oh, someday I'm going to draw Spider-Man. Oh, then I got a chance to do that. So it's like I've knocked off a lot of stuff off my list. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if there's anything. I think a lot of people would like me to do a Batman run. I think a lot of people have said that to me.
Yep.
And I think about that a lot. I think, oh, wouldn't that be kind of cool? And I think if I put it out there, if I said to them, hey, I'd be interested in doing that, they probably would, I don't know. I'm not sure what DC would say. I mean, they like me enough. I'm not sure they would say no, but I'm not sure. I think it'd be kind of cool, but I think I would have fun doing a Batman book. Maybe
this one is cool, Ken, and I think you got to agree that this is right up your alley.
What?
Lance says, I still want Ken to do a monthly Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger. See, that's not on my radar, but that'd be fun. I did Cloak and Dagger in the Carnage.
Yeah,
the Carnage book.
That would be sick. I could see it. Like
it was a lot of fun. He's really fun to draw. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it's like there's really no structure to him, if that makes sense. So it's kind of fun, but it's also kind of a little bit difficult because there is no structure. Like there was no, and drawing her was amazing. So
So let's look at some of what people are reading, and then we'll get back to what Ken should draw. So we've got a couple people suggesting, or not suggesting, but they're saying they've just finished Once in Future by
Okay.
Boom Studios. So Matt, he's just said just finished Once in Future Volume 1, and he's rereading or reading an old Sandman Omnibus 1 #1, taking forever.
That's
Old
cool.
school stuff. Yeah, the art in that was I would say breathtaking and industry changing for sure. Sandman, very
For sure.
tough.
For sure.
A good friend of mine, Jesse, he's here. He's loving Once in Future, and he also says he loves to see Ken draw some more of the villains or monsters. And I know one of your favorite quote unquote villains or monsters to draw would be Clayface, right? So
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
I think that would be super awesome. And let's see here. We've got dream project for Ken is Superman. Ken has done some Superman, so you can check that.
I know exactly who said that.
But he says, "Hey, what about a Hush level story?"
Oh, it's not who I thought it was. That's different. Oh, okay.
The Rogues Gallery in one story. So Lex Luthor pulling the strings the whole time. Hey, Grand Admiral, I think you've put some thought into this. So maybe you got to put together a little pitch. Put together a little pitch, and we'll find its way to DC, and we'll see. You know, it's a cool story. Hush was one of the best Batman ones out there. So yeah, look at this. We got excited about War of the Bounty Hunters, and not just because of Ken's cover. That cover was totally sick, and Ken teamed up with fellow good friends of mine, Gotham Central, to produce a wicked cover. So hopefully you guys have had a chance to get that. If not, reach out to either Ken or Gotham themselves. I'm sure they might.
Her eyes are blue or green. What color are her eyes? I think her eyes are blue.
I want to say blue. I think you're right.
I think they're green.
Green, okay. Why do we do one of each?
I'm not sure. I'm all over the place. I think I'm gonna do blue.
My friend Frazier says, not sure if Ken has done it before, but Hulk, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I've never drawn a Hulk, but I think that'd be fun.
That would be kind of pretty sick. Now, Ken, let me ask you a question. Would you want to do Bruce Banner Hulk, or would you like to try Amadeus Cho Hulk?
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's good. It looks good blue. I think I would just enjoy it regardless. I don't think I would have a one way or the other. I think it'd be good.
All right.
I think I'd probably do classic. You know, if you get a chance, you might want to do the classic. Right?
Yeah, you kind of want to leave your mark on something, right? But so let's look at it. This person right after My Own Soul, and it's Wayward Soul. When are we getting to a LASHLEY-aka-ledkilla art book? I read it like that because it's all in cap letters.
You know, honestly, it's long overdue. It's like long overdue. Like I've got to get that thing done. You know what I mean? It's kind of almost ridiculous that I don't have one yet, but I'm definitely gonna get it done. Yeah, I got to. You're right. That's like I know. I've had it started like 5 times, and then I've got to a certain point, and then things don't work out, or you just end up getting messy, or things get busy, and you just don't, right?
Yeah. Doug Stanfield, he's reading Stray Dogs and Nightwings. And I got to tell you right now, if you guys are obviously listening because you're still in the room. That new Nightwing series by Tom Taylor is fantastic. I think 3rd issue is out today. Get to your local comic store and check this book out. It's fantastic. If you guys aren't reading Nightwing, it's got an Andre seal of approval, and Doug Stanfield is loving it too. Highly recommend that book. We got some more recommendations or good reading. Something is Killing the Children, Once in Futures, Valkyries, and more. Lots of really good comics out right now. Like I got to say, that's another one of the sad things about where the store's at right now. Not that we're trying to be sad, but so many good books and people can't come in and see them all. So yeah, hopefully if you guys support your local store, ask them for recommendations if you need anything extra and stuff. It's it'd be super helpful, and I know they'd appreciate it. So hey, Frazier's reading the new Batman Fortnite crossover, 0 Point and Death Metal. So yeah, lots of variety. It's good to see people reading the Marvel, the DC. There's some love, lots of stuff here. So good
people in my circles are good, man. We do there's all kinds of different kind of fans. Like, we don't discriminate in our group because I do a lot of different things, right? So
man.
So I do. Some days I'm working for DC and doing horror books. Next day I'm working on superhero stuff. It's all over the place. Then I do Star Wars books, right? So it's like
Yeah.
there's all kinds.
Actually, you know what, Ken?
What?
I want to see you on a Star Wars book, man. You love
You
Star
know
Wars
what? That would
books.
be
You've done
sick.
so much. Come on, they can't give you a story, man. You can't do like a nice 64, 48 page one shot of Star Wars, man. You know people.
You know, I probably could have. That'd probably be the easiest job in the world for me to get if I really. I mean, if I were to say, yeah, because I have a lot of relationships over there, and I've done a lot of cool stuff, and also the editors over there were on the Marvel side of it as the editor that I worked with on X-Men. So it's the same people, man. So they call me for covers, and we laugh, and I don't think they think I would be interested. I think that's kind of what happens. You reach a point where they just go, I don't think Ken would do it. You know what I mean? Even though I don't get asked, they just don't think I would. If that makes sense.
All right, Ken. So who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Oh my God.
Yes.
My favorite Star Wars character. No, that's tough. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that's hard to say. I would say everyone says the same. Let's do Boba Fett because everyone likes it, but I'm not really not so much for me. Oh man, I kind of like Chewbacca, but I don't know. Really depends what they do. I like it all, Like
yeah.
I love all kinds, I don't know. I'm all over the place.
All right. Well, we'll as the saying goes, we'll put a pin in it. But before we do that, look at Wayward Souls. Got another great idea. Should do a KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic story, man.
Knights of the Old Republic. I was trying to sort of describe that to my kids as to what that was, and they were like, "What?" And I go, "Yeah, man. It was like you choose your own adventure, man. It was like, it was like go to the dark side or not." And he's like, "What are you talking about? It's a game." I said, "Yeah, it was sick." My daughter actually is becoming a hardcore, comic book fan, or fantasy fan. Like, she really loves that stuff.
Yeah.
And she's chosen a career in the arts. So she just got into college, and she's decided that what she wants to do. So it's kind of interesting to see.
That's amazing, buddy. You must be super proud.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to be giddy about it. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be like, yeah, okay, do your thing, But yeah, I'm totally like, oh my God, that's so wicked,
Oh, okay, dude. You were absolutely right about the Killa fans here. Listen to this concept here, and we got some good pitches already.
We got to be careful.
A mini series of Swamp Thing in feudal Japan in a war against the Rot Avatar.
Okay, I would love to draw Swamp Thing. I love that. I love that in general. It's kind of cool.
That is a sick concept. So again, hey guys, man, listen, maybe that might be a little spotlight. Let's have some fun on the art of LASHLEY-aka-ledkilla on your Facebook page. Guys, throw out some pitches and ideas of for
not too many then, because I don't want to be I don't want you to feel bad if I take one.
Yeah, man. You know what? We would be honored to be seeing
I don't know,
an idea that we get, you drawn or pitched to whatever company. That would be super thrilling. So yeah, what a sick idea. Jeez, that's man, would never have thought of that, but now that I'm imagining it, very cool. Yeah, there's so many good ideas, and for myself, like, I'm just happy I followed your career for so long and stuff, and seen all the different things you've drawn. But one of the things you mentioned, Silver Surfer, and I think that would be to die for. And I know you've done a couple of sketches for him and stuff, but I kind of think I would like to see you on an Iron Man book. I think
see that Iron Man drawing. You see that last one I did a sketch a little while ago,
dude. That was amazing for your friend who was a nurse or a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Woo, that's what got me back thinking. I'm like, you don't draw Iron Man enough, I'm just like,
I don't draw Iron Man enough. I don't get it. You can only, people don't realize that when you're a professional or whatever I call myself these days, you don't get a chance to do a lot of things outside of your comfort zone. Like, people say, oh, he's an X-Men guy, so he just does X-Men stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just don't get a chance to do too many of those things. So it's also so that's what really, I mean, I haven't told anyone this before, but that's really what commissions, that's why I like them so much, because it's sort of like, oh, I get a chance to draw something that I probably don't normally draw, and it's and it's usually, I mean, I don't want to blow up the fans name too much. They don't feel so good, but most of the ideas they come up with are cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they don't do dumb ideas. Like they always do something really kind of cool. So it's always fun to do a commission because it's like, oh, and that's what I love to do it. So commissions to me are not just about facilitating, oh, this is fun, but to me they're also super exciting and also get a chance to stretch my muscle a little bit.
That's amazing. I guess I never really thought of it that way too, because you're right. Maybe people will always keep asking you to draw the thing that you're most known for, but meanwhile you could do all kinds of things you just weren't given the opportunity for. So that's me. So let me ask you, since you know we're in the biz, do you think, if you can answer, and if you can't, no worries, I'm not going to feel offended in any way. Do you think sometimes it's a little bit of ignorance on the editors for not knowing that you can do something else other than your wheelhouse, or just that they want to just see you because you've proven that you've done X?
I don't think so. I think most editors know that if you can draw pretty much anything. Like they know that. It's just comfort zone. It's one of those things where they go, well, we know that Ken can do this, and he has a fan base that likes him for this, so let's just keep him doing this. But at the same time, you got to think about, those days are kind of over, because if you think about what happened the last few years, I went from a guy who I thought I would never ever draw anything other than X-Men stuff, but not even the main X-Men stuff, like the smaller X-Men stuff, to end up drawing Uncanny X-Men. Like I drew Uncanny X-Men. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you kind of go, oh, that's sick. And then on top of that, I ended up doing, I did Superman, and then I did the Black Batman, and then I did regular Batman. And you end up, it's really interesting. You end up doing the days where people don't think of you as a talented person or doing one certain thing are gone. Yeah. Like now it's just who cares, right? Like we have an idea, but also the stores too. Like the stores who do these specialty covers, they'll reach out and they'll say, oh, I want you to do something. And you may not be something that they would, Marvel or DC would normally pick you for. And then it comes in and they go, wow, man. Like, I don't think I would have probably been on the radar to do a cover for, House on the Lake if it wasn't for a store variant. Mm-hmm. And then when they see my roughs come in, they're like, holy smoke, these are amazing. Because they think of me as a superhero guy. Like Ken's a superhero guy. Like he's not that kind of guy. He just does that. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
No, it definitely does. And I guess maybe it's a little bit short-sighted, because you're absolutely right. If you can draw, chances are you can draw a variety of stuff. And I'm a little bit just surprised, because you are such a diverse artist with such a diverse portfolio that I would be surprised that they haven't delved into that.
Yeah, that's interesting. But there's also some of them don't know my like, a lot of them know me as a superhero guy. A lot of them maybe don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and don't know that I've done other stuff. I mean, like that's another thing too. Like people always assume that, oh, every editor knows your history, and it's like that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, they can do a little bit of research, quick Google search.
but it would be nice. But I can't imagine that there's so many other people that they have to look at on a regular basis. It would be hard to Google everybody. But
that's true.
But the editors who do that are a little bit shocked that, wow, Ken does some crazy stuff. I mean, I've had editors contact me and say, oh, have you seen this? It's pretty cool. We're thinking about doing something like that. And then I go, yeah, well, I drew that. And they're like, oh, shoot. Oh, no. And I'm not saying it's negative. It's just sort of like they don't know everything. They can't know everything. It's impossible, right? So, so it's just, I enjoy it. I really enjoy drawing different things. I also like blowing people's minds on my Facebook. I mean, I love going in the group and saying, check this out, and having them go, and I get a private message going, dude, I didn't know. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you did the toy packaging out for Hasbro? Yeah, that's sick, And I just think it's really cool to see that. That's what I'm saying. If that makes any sense.
No, definitely, man. And like I said, it's always good to see, like, we're blessed because we know all your art, and especially like, once we get to see those various styles and watching you work with these different mediums, just picking it up and just doing it. I think that's one thing that we all appreciate and love about your talent is that it's open and on display. You know, there's no
Oh, thank you
fancy
for that.
mirrors and there's no camera tricks. You know, we are live, you know, and we're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. So nobody can say, "Oh, this guy didn't do that." Nobody did, you know, so it's fantastic, man.
I
Fantastic.
appreciate that. But that's I think that's one of the strengths I have. I think is drawing live, and I think people get a little bit freaked out when they see me draw live. I don't think a lot of people ever see me draw, period, let alone draw it live. Like I mean, it's like this one is just about done because I got to remember that this is a commission, and you know there's a price point involved, so I have to sort of be mindful of that. But it's fun to see it come to life, right? But I love the fact that it's not always the same. You know, I mean, I'm always trying to do different things. Got a little diamond there, you
Yeah,
know, a little bit of scrap that, but everything has to be exciting and new, but also has to be dynamic because even though someone pays maybe half of what someone else pays, they deserve to get something cool.
for
Right?
sure.
And,
For
and
sure.
that's the problem is that I always see sometimes only the big stuff gets the big love. And I always think of it as, nah, man, it's all got to get good. You know, an $80 sketch is an $80 sketch, but it's still got to be good, right?
Right
That's all
on.
I got
Yeah,
to
look
do.
at this. He's saying, always enjoy watching your work. I think you speak for all of us here. You know, it's we are a
Appreciate that.
silent and mesmerized audience. Sometimes I got to remember that I'm uh, helping keep your company because I could just watch this and the drool would just be dripping down my mouth. You know what I mean?
I
Well,
appreciate
Andre,
that.
keep that up. Don't keep his company, man. Talk. Don't just be awestruck. You know. So
I appreciate
no,
that.
it's fantastic though. It's
I appreciate it.
fantastic.
Well, this one's done. I got about 2 minutes left to go. Usually at the end of these, I like to do a little show and tell as to what I'm going on. So this one's done. I just want to. I'm gonna. Somebody said something today that I haven't really thought about. Is that I don't sign my work properly. I just I just kind of sign it. I go yeah, and I just draw something. I just put my name on it. But I should really start. I think I should start dating like what year I did them at least. You know what I mean? So at least it's like Ken Lashley or LASHLEY-aka-ledkilla, whatever I call myself that day, and then I write the year. So at least there's some kind of frame of reference. At least when I know I see something, I know when I did it. If that makes sense. So this one's going to be the first one that's going to have that on it. So I'm going to put it here. I'm probably going to put it right here. Yeah, put it right here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do KWL. There
There
you
you
go.
go. Beautiful.
I think that's it. All right, so let's do a little show and tell before I get out of here. Okay, so I did that. I'm not
Drum
gonna.
roll.
I'm gonna do a little joy show. I did a little show and tell before we actually came on here, so let's do a little bit of last 5 minutes show and tell. So this is actually the one I just did this afternoon. I was just doodling, and I sort of love it, and it's just sort of having some fun with it. And it's funny because when you're about halfway done, it's kind of cool. But then when you start adding the white and a little bit of the actually, I'll probably hold up a little bit. You can see the red on it. Let's see if it gets a little focus.
Nice. And the yellow, yeah, the red on the tongue and
Yeah,
yeah, man, that's nice.
let's see if it's probably too close. But yeah, it's red on the eye. It worked out. That's pretty cool. That one's pretty neat. I got some other ones that are going ready to get out of here. Let's do the blue theme tonight. These ones are about ready to leave. So these ones are going. We have this. I don't know what it is about these particular covers, but they take the ink so well. It's actually better than the paper, and I could draw actually faster on this. It's like it's one of my favorite things. If I could just draw on this all day long, I'd be happy. So this one is one of my favorites.
Victor
This was done at one of the Killacons a few weeks ago. Packing it all up. I got some special thing. Why it hasn't gone out yet is because I got some special things going with it. This one's one of my favorite. This one with the penguins. It took me longer to do the penguins in the background than it did to do the main character. So that's that. I can't show you anything. Oh, wait a second. Let's see what I got in a pile over here that I can show you. I can't show any of that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Oh shoot! I can't show you those.
You're teasing us. None of that. None of that. None of that. There's so much.
Well, because it's just hard to This is the one I did. I did this on the live stream. I should have. This one's being shipped out.
Oh,
I did this on the live stream
sick.
from Marvel.com. It was pretty cool.
Brother Voodoo, right?
Yeah, Brother Voodoo
And the classic Panther.
yeah, I always like drawing that classic. When I get a chance to draw a classic, I always draw a classic Panther. Yeah, is that it? So I think. Oh, I can show you one more thing. I'll show you. I'm going to show you something that I probably would thought I would never show anybody. I did a sketch and it was awful. And I usually people always say, "Oh, you always do perfect things," and I want to show you the truth. The truth is, I draw messed up things, and this was one of them. I did this thing, and it's like the body is messed up, the face is kind of ugly, and I was like, whatever. I'll throw that in the garbage. I'll throw it in someone's box sometime. But here's the sketch. Here's the sketch I did for the cover for The House at the End of the Lake. So this is one of the sketches. This is actually the sketch that they ended up using as the go-ahead one. I tilted their head up a little bit in the final because it just wanted to be a little bit more vulnerable as opposed to making it look more aggressive. So this was the final. The house at the bottom actually is better in the sketch than it is in the final. I like the roughness of it. It just looked really cool, the rough. But that's my stuff. Anything else in here I could show? Maybe that's it. No, I can't show. Oh, see, I can't show any of this because it's not out yet. But no, none of that, none of that, none of that. I'll show. Maybe I can show one of the covers. Maybe I'll show a cover. Here, I'll show you this halfway done one, and then that's the last thing I'll show. Here is a drawing I'm doing. I probably have this done in a little while, but this was sort of. I haven't done a big commission thing for my group. So this one's going to be one that I do, and then probably donate this to charity, or something like that. But this is going to take me another about 10 hours to finish, and when I'm done, it's going to be like I'm going to probably make this cover quality. And,
that's fantastic, man. Like, you know what? We out of all the stuff we talked about and people pitching, I still got to forget, man. Maybe you need a solo Wolverine book, man. Because
dude,
I don't know.
I think a Wolverine book would be bad butt. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. All right, peeps. I want to thank you very much for coming by. I want to thank everyone for bearing with me as I do this new thing. Thank you very much for Andre and the guys at Heroes World for listening to me talk about not having a host with me and stepping up in the last minute like this. Got to thank them. Hat goes off to you guys, and thank you very much. And I appreciate that everything you've done. It's pretty amazing to help me out so quickly and do an amazing job. And I appreciate it, guys. But you know what? I really want to thank you guys all for coming out here and spending your Tuesday night with me. I'm gonna make this more regular. I mean, I do it in my own group fairly often, but I think I'm gonna do maybe I'll do two. Maybe do one in the group because I love my killers, and then I go from there, and then we'll do something else that's more of a YouTube thing. But thanks a lot for coming by, and I appreciate it, people. And Andre.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ken, for allowing me to spend some time with you. And to all those who are commented, thank you. It means a lot. Like I said, this interaction, this is what we miss. This is what we thrive on. And hey, we will see you at the next Killacon. Thank you so much, and have an amazing night.
Thanks, everybody.